First 100 days of the Trump administration, several states now passing laws to protect parents' rights and keep boys out of girls' sports. Let's bring in two former college athletes, California Family Council Outreach Director Sophia Lorey and the host of the Gains for Girls podcast, Outkick contributor Riley Gaines. It's great to have both of you on here. I want to put this up because this is Gavin Newsom's famous soundbite about the trans athletes, and I'll get your take on this, Sophia. Watch.
Would you do something like that? Would you say no men in female sports?
Well, I think it's an issue of fairness. I completely agree with you on that. It is an issue of fairness. So it's deeply unfair. I completely align with you, and we've got to own that. It is an issue of fairness, and I think Democrats have lost that.
But Democrat Senator Elisa Slotkin says he's just trying to get sparks flying.
Absolutely. I completely agree it's an issue of fairness, but at the end of the day, Governor Gavin Newsom will say anything to gain political power. He wants to make a 2028 presidential run, and he needs to put action behind these words. I mean, he signed in 2020 SB 132 allowing males to be in female prisons. He doesn't care about fairness.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. Meantime, Riley Gaines, here's the latest on some state measures. We'll put them up on the screen. West Virginia Senate passes bill banning hormone treatment, mandating teachers tell parents about pronouns. Georgia passes the Riley Gaines Act that aims to prohibit trans athletes from competing in female sports. Texas bill would charge trans people with fraud. Iowa bill removes gender identity from state civil rights. SCOTUS to hear challenge to Colorado gender identity censorship law. You have been pushing for this a long time. You've been very successful. Too much? Not enough? You think that your job is done yet or not? Not yet.
No way, Trace. I wish my job was done. I wish me and Sophia could go back to doing what we were doing, at least speaking for myself personally here. I was in dental school before all of this. I would love to be able to continue that and this all be resolved, but of course that is not the case. I think a lot of people view President Trump in office as look, the war on woke has been won. Donald Trump is back in the Oval Office, but we know that is not the case. All of these executive orders, which have really been win after win after win after win, it doesn't absolve states from doing what they need to do. And it certainly doesn't absolve Congress from doing what they need to do. We still need pieces of legislation to move through state legislative chambers and, of course, through both the House and the Senate to get onto President Trump's desk to sign into law, making these executive orders permanent.
Meantime, the headline reads the following here, Sophia. Trans surgeries increase risk of mental health conditions, suicidal ideations. You know, Gavin Newsom's thing, he said, we also have to be aware of the mental health of these transgender people. Well, the mental health after you get surgery appears to be detrimental.
Well, it's no shock that the mental health gets worse. We're telling people they can cut off their healthy body parts. They can mutilate and sterilize their bodies, and their mental health is supposed to get better. I mean, President Trump said it best. God made no mistake in how he made us, and so we need to follow that.
Yeah, and interestingly, the Fox News headline reads the following here, Riley Gaines. It says, Riley Gaines opens up on possibility running for office as she fights against Dems letting males and girls sports. What do you think? Riley Gaines running for office? I mean, I don't want to say make the big announcement right here on Fox News at night, Riley, but are you leaning in one direction or the other?
Look, I would love to say I was shocked by the vote we saw in the Senate just last week, where we saw 45 Democratic senators vote in opposition of protecting women and girls in sports. Some of these, I mean, I'm looking at the list. I easily identified at least 8 to 10 who were in vulnerable positions. People like Senator Ossoff in Georgia, people like Elise Slotkin, who strategically and deliberately did not vote. And we saw how she was confronted with this question after the fact, and she totally, scoots around providing an answer of any sort of substance. So we will see. I think you have to be clinically insane to voluntarily run for office. But what we have seen and what's been proven to me is that we need more principled, strong people who are to do it. We
do indeed. Should she run, Sophia?
I fully think she should. I mean, let's get her on a campaign.
That's so funny. Sophia, Riley Gaines, great to have you both on. Thank you. Best of luck, Riley. If you decide to run, you come on this show and you make the announcement.
We'll break the news here. Thanks, Trace.